spend their days saving the world, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, but they can't do it on their own. No, even superheroes need a little help when taking down the bad guy, because without this trusted sidekick, well, their stories would never be told. That's where artist John Delaney swoops in to save the day. The longtime comic book artist has been helping to bring these stories of superheroes and animated characters to life for over 20 years. It's a story that began with what most comic book artists would consider as the opportunity of a lifetime.
The very, very first job I did in comics was a Superman comic. So it was phenomenal. He was always my favorite, and I'll never forget the phone call coming in. So when I was guessing my 20s, 27 or 28, I got a call from Charlie Kochman at DC Comics in New York City. Hey, John, you want to draw Superman? I'm like, oh yeah! So that was pretty awesome. I literally jumped up and down. I was dancing around the room. Yeah, I'd be drawing it on the first couple pages, and I'd have to stop and get up and go, I can't believe this is happening. I'm a lot more relaxed about it now, but then it was pretty exciting.
Throughout his career, the comic book aficionado has had the opportunity to draw every character in the DC Universe and Justice League, a dream come true for the superhero fanatic. For the past 12 years, he has worked with Bongo Comics, bringing the world of The Simpsons and Futurama to life for comic book fans around the world.
I've done Scooby-Doo and Dexter's Laboratory and Johnny Bravo, and a lot of different stuff like that. So it's been very, very good to me. DC's been awesome. The last couple of Simpsons that came out, I think, were mine, and then this latest Futurama was mine. The next Simpsons will be mine, and the next Futurama I'll be doing, because I'm doing that one right now. So I'll be talking to people who aren't, necessarily fans of comic books, and I'll say, what do you do? And I go, well, I draw comic books, I direct animated cartoons. And they go, comic books? Oh, cool. What have you worked on? I go, well, I worked on Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Scooby-Doo. And they go, Scooby-Doo? Really? I just said Superman and Batman. But Scooby-Doo's the one, right?
When creating a story within a comic book, Delaney will receive a script, and how that story is brought to life is all up to him. He receives creative control, with the only stipulation being that the characters are always drawn to spec.
I'll rough it out into little sort of smaller pages like this, these kind of type panels sort of thing. So I keep it really, really small for myself. And I send those in for revisions, and I might get a couple of notes from my editor where I'll say maybe crop that panel a little bit tighter or something like that. And then I blow it up to the size I need and put it on the table and start drawing it. Futurama specifically the backgrounds are such an important part of the storytelling. Like even this one here, where I'm taking all this time, it's important. They're in a sewer city, so you've got to make it look like a sewer city.
And if you visit a bookstore anywhere in North America, or even around the world, there's a good chance you'll see some work from the talented artist.
Just the other day I was walking through chapters with my wife, and the latest Futurama was on their book rack, right? And I was like, oh, cool. And then I went into their graphic novel thing, and they had a bunch of pages from JLA, Justice League, that they'd done over the years, and one of my covers was in there.
After having the opportunity to draw most of his childhood superheroes, there's only a few characters that are still left on his bucket list.
There's a side of me that would love to do a Captain America comic, or would love to do the Hulk. That'd be cool.
Reporting from Kelowna, I'm Brendan Osborne for Shaw TV.